Talofa lava and welcome to the first module of our Indicator Reporting Tool course package. This is one of the two core packages for the Inform Project Learning course made possible with funding support from Global Environment Facility through the UN Environment Program and implemented by the Secretariat of the Pacific Regional Environment Program. This unit will introduce professionals to the Indicator Reporting Tool and will walk you through its different features so that you can benefit from the effective utilization of this new platform. This is the second of the two units and consists of 5 modules, after which a set of free choice questions will be asked before we give you the certificate of completion. At the end of this introductory, you will gain an understanding on what the Indicator Reporting Tool is, why it was developed, understand the terminologies that will be used frequently on the tool, and understand the 5 key functions of the tool, which will be explored in details in the upcoming modules. The Indicator Reporting Tool is one of the online platforms to help Pacific Island countries ease the burden that comes with reporting to multilateral reporting obligations, such as MEAs, multilateral environmental agreements, as well as national and state-based reporting. Each of the 14 Pacific Island countries under the Inform project has a reporting tool. The tool can be accessed through the web address indicators.sprep.org. An assigned username and password will allow you to enter your particular country's reporting tool. Government officials are responsible for compiling and producing indicator-based reports at the global, regional, and project level. Reporting has been a long-standing concern of Pacific Island countries as officials experience a high workload when trying to meet reporting obligations such as multilateral environment agreements and reporting and state of the environment reports, to name just a few. The complexity, duplication, and sheer volume of reporting can be overwhelming for small administrations. In an effort to reduce the workload on Pacific Island countries to meet these reporting obligations, the Indicator Reporting Tool aims to simplify reporting processes and reduce reporting burden by facilitating reuse of indicator definitions across multiple reporting obligations. Many indicators are common across multilateral environment agreements. To avoid duplication, the Indicator Reporting Tool lets you write up and manage an indicator once and reuse it for multiple reporting obligations. For each reporting obligation and indicator state, a report can be generated by simply using the tool. Before we go into details, it is important that you understand the different terminologies used. 1. Reporting obligation. A reporting obligation might be a national report, the State of Environment report, or a multilateral environmental agreement. These are requirements to provide information agreed between countries and international bodies or international conventions. Reporting obligations provide the basis for most environmental information flows. They can have a national, regional, or international scope. For example, Sustainable Development Goals, National Environment Management Strategy, and the State of Environment Report, etc. 2. Reporting obligation target. A target that needs to be reported against as part of a reporting obligation. For example, SDG 6.1, by 2030, achieve universal and equitable access to safe and affordable drinking water for all. 3. Indicator. An indicator tells us what is happening to the environment. Since the environment is complex, indicators provide a practical way to track the state of the environment. For example, greenhouse gas emissions, live coral cover, forest cover, etc. 4. Indicator definition. Indicator definitions are how to measure indicators. It refers to a specific description of how an indicator is defined, the methodology to measure it, the unit of measurements, etc. A well-defined indicator should allow for comparable measurements to be collected over time to identify trends. The indicator reporting tool is populated with a collection of predefined indicator definitions. Once you are logged in, the home page will highlight 5 key functions. There are also additional help texts pointing out what each button represents and what it does. We will explore these key functions in detail and individually throughout the course. From right to left, number 1, indicator definitions. 2, manage reporting obligations and indicator definitions. 3, update indicator states. 4, produce reports. And 5, produce indicator state sheet. On the far right is the indicator definition function. This is the entry point for you to browse the list of existing predefined indicators. You can choose to use an existing indicator definition, or you can create a definition for an indicator that is more suitable to the context of your country. The second function of the tool is managing reporting and definitions. As defined previously, a reporting obligation might be a national report, the State of Environment report, or a multilateral environmental agreement, such as SDG, IKE, that countries are required to report against. This function of the tool allows you to add a reporting obligation in which your country is a party of or is required to report to. You can also add definitions to indicators from this second function. The third function of the tool is update indicator states. Using existing indicator definitions, this tool will allow you to create or update the actual condition of an indicator. For example, using the indicator definition for protected areas, it will allow you to report on the area and status for protected areas in the country. Both key function 4 and 5 allows you to produce reports based on existing information. You can export 2 types of reports in editable Word document from the tool. A report based on existing indicator states. This process will allow you to select an existing report obligation, verify the date the data is valid for, and export the collection indicator states as an editable document. An indicator state sheet. Based on existing indicator states, this process will allow you to select an existing indicator, verify the dates the data is valid for, and export the indicator state as an editable document. For example, you can produce an indicator state sheet report based on the status of a single indicator such as live coral cover, or a reporting obligation report based on an existing obligation. For example, state of the environment. We will discuss more in further details in the modules to follow. To summarize, in an effort to reduce the workload on Pacific Island countries to meet these reporting obligations, the indicator reporting tool aims to simplify reporting processes and reduce reporting burden by facilitating reuse of indicator definitions across multiple reporting obligations. And the tool is targeted towards government officials responsible for compiling and producing indicator-based reports. Thank you so much for your attention and see you in the next module.